classes. And this section is going to concentrate on mobilising joints in the body so that you feel more comfortable around the neck, the shoulders, the hips and the legs. So we're going to use a Dynaband if you've got one handy. You're going to come into a standing position and we're going to start off by just slowly, you can hold onto this lightly, rolling your shoulder blades back towards each other. So I want you to really think about what's going on around the shoulder and the neck. If you've been working a bit more at a computer than usual, you might feel the muscles are a little bit tight. So this will really benefit you to mobilise, to open, and to bring movement to those joints. So feel the shoulder blades pulling back towards each other, then let your arms hang down by your sides. Take a deep breath in, pull your shoulders to your ears, and then let your fingertips lengthen towards the floor. My head is back, balanced nicely over my spine, my shoulders directly over my hips, over my ankles. And all I'm doing here is just gently drawing my shoulders up towards my ears and then letting the arms hang. One more of these, and then let them release. So I want you to just gently bring your ear towards one shoulder, back to the centre, and again as you're moving, notice how that feels around the neck and the shoulders. Just loosening around the neck, feeling that those muscles that may have been a little bit tight are starting to ease up a little. Good, when you come back into the centre now, let's bring a little bit of rotation. So bring your chin towards one shoulder, then towards the other. And again, starting to feel that the tension that may have been around your neck and shoulders is slowly leaving you. Bring your chin into your chest. Keep the back of the neck long. Inhale, bring your eye gaze to the ceiling. And again, inhale, let the chin nod and towards the chest, lift the head up. Lovely. Now we're going to begin to open up through the upper body. So we're going to breathe in, bring the arms up nice and high, and breathe out and slowly lower the arms. I'm going to add some variations to this in a moment, one which will develop your balance. So if you want to work a little bit more on balance, follow me up on this next one. Roll up onto the toes, so lift up high, and then exhale and slowly come back down. Again, inhale, reach up high, she says, and exhale, come back down. Good. So you can see that even just working into balance, it takes practice. And practice makes perfect. So if you find balance is a challenge, start practicing it. Lift all the way up, hold on this one. Lovely, and then slowly lower down and let the heels settle onto the floor this time. Take the arms up so they're in line with your chest, and let's bring a bit of movement to your thoracic spine, your upper body. So let's rotate a little bit from one side to the other. So just feeling the upper part of the back, the rib cage, all around there, loosening gently. Two more. We're going to think about switching on upper back muscles. We're going to pull the elbows back and lift. So we're here, just gently drawing the shoulder blades towards each other and releasing. Let's try two more. Nice work. And one more. So this next one, we're going to let the arms drop down. And we're going to think about lengthening only the arms, so no foot movement. And then if it feels comfortable, to lightly pull on the Dynaband to release the arms down behind your back. And what I'm aiming for you to do is to keep your head balanced perfectly in position throughout the movement. So we're going to inhale, lift up high, exhale to pull down behind you, inhale to come all the way up, exhale to roll down. Let's add a little roll down to this movement. So bring your chin to your chest, allow the head to hang, soften at the knees, gently drape the body forward, go only as far as you can reach, tuck your tailbone under, come all the way back up. Inhale, lengthen with the Dynaband gently to the ceiling, open out behind you. Let's add one more of those. Inhale, chin into your chest, let the head hang. Slowly drape the body forwards and come all the way back up and lift. Good. So if you could, place your Dynaband around the back of your waist. We'll do one last little exercise to sort of strengthen and open up through our shoulders. Elbows are tucked in underneath our shoulders here. And all I want you to do here is to turn your hands away from each other. This is quite a common exercise called the dumb waiter. So just turning the arms out. Good. And if you look sideways on, my shoulder blades are staying flat on my back. And I'm just encouraging the top part of my arm to rotate at the level of the shoulder. So a very small group of muscles at the top of the shoulder there involved, called the rotator cuff muscles, and we're strengthening them and checking that everything's working nicely and encouraging good range of movement. Let's do 2 more. Lovely. From there, let that Dynaband just drop, and I want you to place your hands onto your hips and just give them a little bit of a circle. Just rock them, roll them around, feel some movement around your pelvis, and then go back round the other way. We're going to do a few little stretches now along the sidelines of the body and into the hips and even into the feet. So I want you to come into standing. We're going to inhale up and just gently stretch from your waist, come over to the side. Come back into the center. Let's try this again. Big deep breath in, inhale up, gently stretch over to the side. And again, how much movement you can achieve is really individual, but if you just aim to reach the arm up and lengthen, you will feel that stretch going down the side of the body. If you can achieve more, then you can let the arm hang, come over to the side, and one more time. Now, if we want to really get a lovely long stretch and improve it, if you cross that same leg as you have the arm over, just let the other arm drop, and you'll feel this really great stretch that runs right the way down the side of your body. Keep holding there. Well done. Come back into the center, cross over, deep breath in, lift up high and lengthen. Good. And just notice how good that feels, just to open the body, to move the body, and to feel there is space between the joints again, so nothing feels too constricted within your body. Now, coming back into standing, we also need to think about loosening up through the hips and the feet. So we're just going to walk on the spot. But what we're doing here is arching onto the ball of the foot. Really important to work into your feet regularly to stretch them. Try coming up also for your balance. We have little receptors in our feet that we need to exercise regularly, so it's a very good idea to walk barefoot and to do some of these exercises barefoot to wake and liven up your feet. Often we squeeze our feet into trainers and socks and they're all padded, and we lose that ability to be able to react to what's underneath our feet. Now I want you to roll onto your toes lightly if that feels comfortable from one side to the other. So you're just feeling the ability to be able to move the joints in both directions. Lovely work. From there, we're going to pause, turn so you're facing forwards. And I want you to take your right foot forward first and left foot back behind you. The heel can start off on the floor, but I want you to rock onto your toes and then back down. Good. And we'll start first of all just by moving the body very gently. Remember, if you bring your feet too close towards each other, it's very difficult to balance. If you feel that you're not very stable, then take your feet a little bit wider. Let's add some arms. We're inhaling up. And again, inhaling up and exhaling back down. Feeling the back heel gently sinking into the floor. 2 more. And 1 more. Now take and clasp your fingertips. Reach them. Look towards the ceiling if your balance is good. And if you want a deeper stretch in that, reverse the leg behind you. Push the heel into the floor and you should feel that stretch sink into your calf muscle. If you bend more on the front leg, you will feel that stretch go deeper. What I'd then like you to do, so if you have the left leg behind you, leave the left arm in the air, let the other arm drop and gently sink to the sides so that you feel the side of your body stretching out. Nice work. Come back into the center, both hands are here, a little bow and arrow now, so we're going to turn, look over one elbow, one shoulder, turn to the other side. So we're fixing the lower body in position, moving our thoracic spine. So we're bringing a little bit of extra movement to the whole of the spine, which is really nourishing for the joints. We're moving the fluid around the back. We're making the body feel more loose, allowing energy to flow through our system. Good, release. Come back, change legs. So swap to the other foot. Start with the heel on the floor if that feels more comfortable. I want you to inhale and bring the hands here to begin with, and then we're going to add an opening. So we've got that lovely sense of opening through the front line of the body. We've got that hip being stretched. We're rolling into the calf on the back, on the toes. 2 more. 1 more. Hold. Take your hands behind. Gently stretch your palms away from you. At the moment I'm on my big toe on the back, but if I push my heel into the floor, I will feel the stretch go deeper into my calf muscle. I've got a little bend on my front knee, keeping my balance by pulling my navel to my spine, holding that stretch for the chest. If you want to encourage your balance, want to think about training a bit more, if you take your eye gaze up, that will make it more difficult to balance. Hold that for a few seconds. Then you're going to release the arms. So if you have your right leg behind you, your right arm is going to come up next. You're going to slowly lengthen over to the side, holding your tummy muscles in tightly, feeling the whole of the waist there stretching. And the more you're pushing into that back heel, the harder that stretch will be. Lovely work. Come back into the centre, both hands, bow and arrow again. Pull and look over that shoulder. Come back into the centre. Try the other side. And back into the centre. And as soon as you move your eye gaze, what you'll find is it's really more challenging. So you could regress the exercise, make it a little bit easier, keeping your eyes looking directly in front of you, only moving the head when you feel balanced. Good, release from there. Come back into the centre, walk through your feet. And just to finish and get a little bit more movement through the body, let's think about rolling up onto our toes, bending our knees and sweeping back down. Inhale up and sweeping back down. 2 more, inhale up, sweeping back down, and last one. Good. Well done.